Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Beaker Tarot. My name is Alan. Yes, I'm back indoors. It's late, but that's okay. I'm awake. I was asleep this afternoon, so that's the thing with me. I do shift work, and I've been doing shift work when I was nursing for a long time. So basically, I'm awake when I'm awake, and I'm asleep when I'm asleep. The good news is I have tomorrow off as well, so I can sleep in, which I probably will go to bed after this, but that's okay. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody for all your likes and your subscriptions and following me with my journey with the bees and just the kindness, like just the incredible amount of kindness that I've been getting and a lot of love, from you guys. And I really appreciate it. It's very humbling to be on the receiving end of such great juju. It really is, and I take it with me and I read all your comments and if I haven't got time to respond because I've just been working insane hours, but my team leader is back today, so things should settle down a bit. I've been doing like 65 plus hours a week. It's just been insane, insane. But I go back to about 46 hours next week, which is good. So, and I've got a few days off. I've got tomorrow off, which is Monday, and I have Wednesday off as well. So work can just bugger off if they want me to come in. You can just sod off. Just leave me alone. Bugger off. Alan needs some Alan time. Anyway, anyway, I better say this first before I start. Entertainment only YouTube. I'm about to go into the mud before I go to bed. Nothing like a bit of mud on the face. Good for the pores. And and here's the thing too. Like it's my birthday on Friday. I'm 58. God, how'd that happen? So we're in Scorpio season. So there you go. And I'm working on my birthday. How'd that happen? Well, I'm probably gonna catch up with my mom on Wednesday, and yeah, have some probably because I haven't seen her for ages because I've been too busy bloody working and looking after other people. Oh, I want to see my mom, my lovely 85-year-old mom. He was a treasure. So I will call her tomorrow and say, "Hey, mom, what are you doing on Wednesday? How about how about how about we come over? Me and my housemate come over and we chew the fat and have some lunch and enjoy because I haven't seen you for ages." So I wanted to come and see you and spend some time with you because I love you because you're my mum. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, into the mud. Get into the mud. So I want to first talk about the US government shutdown. I want to have a look at MTG, which I thought I would never look at. There's elections in Virginia coming up on November the 4th, which I believe is Tuesday. And I want to have a quick dive into Andrew and Fergie. And it's very rare for me to read on royals, especially on my channel, because generally speaking, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. However, if you're into the royal family, I fully respect that. It's just not my jam. It's just not my jam. But everybody's entitled to be into whatever they're into and not into whatever they're not into. I'm into other things like bees, but I am not into the royal family. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway. Let's read. So, the US government shutdown happens every year, it seems. And so, right now, I just did a bit of research into this. So, the US government shutdown started on October the 1st. So, it's now the 3rd of November here in the morning. So, what, 32 days, something like that. And, like, here's the thing people are going hungry, you know? People are actually going hungry, and people are relying on food banks because they can't afford to eat and they can't afford to pay their rent. And you've got this entertainment only YouTube, you've got this orange melon. That's probably the nicest way I can look at it. You've got this orange melon that's holding like parties in Mar-a-Lago, all his goon friends, and having dancing girls and just God knows what. Um, anyway, building a $300 million ballroom. So back in reality, according to what I was reading just now, there is. 730,000 people, which is 30%, which is 32% of the federal workforce that are basically working for nothing. They're going into work and they're not getting paid. And they're going into work and they're not getting paid. And 670,000 federal employees have been told not to work and you're not going to get paid. So I did the maths. We are talking about at least 1.4 million people while this moron is traveling around the world and, you know, forgetting where he is and showing no respect to leaders and gibbering and having his parties at Mar-a-Lago with his goon friends. Like, anyway, I am speechless. The cruelty of this man will never cease to amaze me. The bastardry of this man will never cease to amaze me. Because that's exactly what it is. Let's just call it what it is. It ain't pretty. So let's have a look at the shutdown. And I just want to see, like, where are we going? Like, it's in November. Is this going to end soon? Like, what are the energies behind the US? Like, where are we right now, Spirit? With this US government shutdown, it absolutely makes no sense to me as an Aussie. Like I said, our government system is not perfect, so I'm not criticizing the American people. Um, but anyway, I think some people have just got their heads shoved up somewhere where the sun doesn't shine. They think that the stench of their own body fluids is nice. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, Spirit, let's talk about this government shutdown. What is happening, let's say, for the first week in November or the month of November, Spirit? What's going to happen for the month of November with the US government shutdown? What's going to happen for the month of November with the US government shutdown? All right, guys, come on down. Let's have a look see. Okay, folks, let's have a look see. Chariot. Oh, good. Oh, okay. I'm liking this. Let me just have a quick think, guys, about these cards, but I'm liking this. I've got good cards and I'm really relieved. Um, I hope that I'm right. Chariot. So moving forward triumphantly with the opposing forces, it's like in the this is Lena's deck, right? But in the traditional RWS deck, you've got the Sphinxes or that are going in the opposing directions, but this is a positive card. Moving forward triumphantly out of this mess. Three of Pentacles, collaboration, cooperation, to do with values and also to do with money. So that on itself is good. Moving forward and at least talking about it, going to work. I think we're in for a new beginning. And I dare say, as has been said by Lena, there's a resemblance here to somebody. Um, but there's a new beginning. And I think this is actually going to reflect badly on him. Justice. It's almost like with the justice card, right? We've got like the scales are balanced. I think there's going to be some reckoning with this. I'm not sure, being an Aussie, and I do apologize to my American viewers, but I don't know if there's a Supreme Court or if there's sorry, is any court action or anything legal can be going on about this. I just don't understand that. But I'm wondering if there might be some kind of injunction somewhere that says, hey, you need to sort this rubbish out. You need to sort this out. People are going to start, this is the base of the deck. People are going to start to get the money that's owed to them, the back pay, irrespective of what this moron thinks. This is the devil card. And as you can see, this is the people in the GOP that are just chained to the devil. And here's the thing with the devil card, right? You know, these people have chosen to be chained to this mess. They've chosen to be chained to him. It's their decision. They could easily take off those chains around their neck and walk away, but nope, they like to be chained. So I'm hoping, and here's the thing too, there's quite a few majors arcana in this reading as well. So, you know, like I said, Chariot, moving forward, Death card, the end of this cycle, Justice, moving ahead, balancing the scales, irrespective of what this orange menace wants. Because remember, this is all about anything but Epstein, entertainment only YouTube. Every single thing that this idiot, if this orange melon will be doing is geared against. It's a distraction, anything but Epstein. I'm convinced of that. So that's what I get for that, folks. So I'm hoping that I'm right because it's just innocent people suffering, you know, and innocent people suffering, and it's just all avoidable if people just do their job. And you know what? Let's just sort this mess out, please. So hopefully the month of November we'll see some kind of a breakthrough as where is it? I put them away with the Three of Pentacles as people start to talk together and collaborate. So hopefully we move forward with this. All right, next reading, guys. I want to talk about MTG. I'm just going to put my cards together, guys. I'll be back in a second. Now, as you all are probably aware, MTG has been out and about in media doing interviews, and she's actually on The View on, I think it's Tuesday, November the 4th. She's on The View, so she'll be talking with Whoopi and Joy and all the gang there. Um, and as I said before, you know that things are pretty insane when you actually are favoring her opinions. She's kind of broken ranks with the with MAGA with regards to healthcare and Gaza, and also with Epstein files as well, and the US government shutdown. But maybe this is just me being a cynical old man. I want to see what her motives are. Like, is this actually a genuine change of heart for her, or is there some hidden agenda? I right now I don't care because she is a voice of reason. I'm trying not to throw my bias into as I'm shuffling my cards and doing the reading. But let's see. MTG, have you seen the light? Ding, ding. Or what's your motive? What is your motive, Marjorie Taylor Greene, for your voice of sanity? I'm happy for it, but why? What is your motive? What is your motive, Marjorie Taylor Greene? What is the spirit? What is Marjorie Taylor Greene's motive, spirit? What is Marjorie Taylor Greene's motive? What is Marjorie Taylor Greene's motive? What is Marjorie Taylor Greene's motive? Okay, guys, come on down. Let's have a look, see, eh? Come on down. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So I think she's just doing this for her political survival. That's what I think this is. Here we go. Devil. So this is you know who, the orange melon, which I'm calling him for this reading. And she's taken in a way, she's taken off the chains around her neck because she's actually been feeling quite constricted with this. It's almost like she's feeling that she wants to break free of this, to do this. So she's wanting to wanting to move away from the devil. So off goes those chains around her neck because she's kind of been stuck in this MAGA world, with the blindfold on and just been chained up and tied to this. And maybe in a way thinking, it's really weird trying to get into her head, but just feeling like, she can't break free of this, but she's doing it because she wants to hold on to her political influence. She's wanting to hold on to the donors that give her the money. She's wanting to hold on to her seat in Congress. So I'll just offer this up, a bit of a voice of reason. I'll offer this voice of reason up, which will help me keep my seat, keep my job, keep my role in Congress, because she's just feeling quite stubborn about this. The thing with Kings is they're very well, not well, they are stubborn, but they've made up their mind. She's being very feisty about this. Um, well, she's a very feisty person. I mean, let's call it what it is. So here's the announcement. This is her on TV with the page of wands. This is the action that she's taking. Hear ye, all the stuff that she's going on. And then she wants to do a victory lap. She wants to get on a high horse, and as all this is going, bye bye, Yeti, she's going to be sitting on a horse, riding high. I think she can see the writing on the wall. I think that's what's motivating her. Um, I'm glad that she's doing something, but this is all politically motivated. Let's hope that she can at least create some awareness about these issues, especially with Epstein and Gaza, and um, at least she's voicing her opinion. But I still don't trust her. um, what is it? A leopard doesn't change their skin, or there's a saying about that. I can't remember what it is. But no, she's purely thinking of herself. She can see the writing on the wall, and she wants to hightail it in the midterms. That's why she's doing this. That is why she's doing this. Okay, let's keep going. So there's and like once again, folks, please pardon my ignorance with US politics. It's a lot to digest with the news cycle, everything coming in, and like I said, I've been kind of busy with work and everything, so this is a bit disjointed. So I do apologize, but we're going to press on. So uh, on Tuesday, the 4th of November, there's going to be elections in Virginia and to elect a new governor. That's my understanding. So basically, so apparently the current governor of Virginia is Republican. His name is Glenn Youngkin, and Abigail Spanberger is the Democrat. Now, if she wins, please, you have some rock. If she wins, she'll be the first Jamaican-born governor in US history. Wouldn't that be excellent? And a female governor, wouldn't that be great to have a few more female leaders? Wouldn't that be good to balance out all this male toxicity or the bit of testosterone when they're not on grinder, grinding away. They should call it grind him. Maybe I should write to Grinder and say, hey, Grinder, you should call it Grind Him. Because they're not grinding women. Oh, my card's just dropped. I'm just going to pick up these cards. 2 seconds. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to pull three cards. Uh, actually, let me just do this. 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to shuffle and I'm going to do three cards. The first three cards for Abigail. So Abigail Spanberger, she's the Democrat. And then I'm going to do three cards for Glenn Youngland, who is the Republican. Okay, Spirit. So three cards for Abigail, Democrat. How will she go in this election? How will Abigail go in this election, Spirit? How will Abigail Spanberger go in this election, Spirit? How will Abigail Spanberger go in this election? Okay, come on down, guys. Okay, Abigail, Nine of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Devil. Ouch. Okay, let's have a look at Glenn Youngland. Youngland, Glenn, Youngland, Glenn, Youngland, Glenn, Youngland Spirit. How's he going to go? Glenn, Youngland, Glenn, Youngland, Glenn, Youngland. Okay, come on down, guys. Okay, Glenn. Seven of Cups. Oh, okay. King of Swords. All right. I actually think this is going to get a bit nasty. Virginia. I think this is going to get a bit nasty. So for Abigail, the devil and his ilk are going to be throwing a lot of money at this, leaving Abigail feeling a bit embattled, but she's standing. I think yeah, they're going to be throwing a lot of rubbish at this. Thank God it's not the 10, it's the 9. Um, she's still going to be standing, but the Yeti and the GOP are just going to throw everything at this. But she'll be a bit battle weary, or maybe she's already, but she will be standing. However, with the GOP, there's going to be confusion in their messaging messages. Tower moment for the governor, for the Republicans, and that's going to be your legacy. It's almost like I'm getting the impression that all the money that the GOP is going to be throwing at this to try and discredit Abigail, it's going to leave her in battle. But I think their messaging is just going to be very confusing for most people. It's going to be so illogical. And I think a lot of people are going to be saying, "Hey, what the hell are you talking about with this? This is not making any sense." And then bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, and that let that be your legacy. You threw all this money at this, all this money at this from the Yeti, and confused people. And bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Hasta, hasta siempre. I think that's like hasta luego is like see you tomorrow. I think hasta siempre is bye bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye bye. Bye bye. All right, one more. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right. Go, Abigail. Mwah. Go, Abigail. One more reading, guys. Andrew and Fergie, Epstein, entertainment only YouTube. Lots of entertainment only YouTube. Where's my Entertainment only card. Where is it? Where are you? Stretching, stretching. Where are you? There you are. Entertainment only YouTube. For the whole thing, entertainment only of these allegations against the prince formerly known as, well, the ex-prince is now known as, officially, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Okay. So basically, okay, my thing with the rules is this. Why do you like Duke of Windsor, Duke of Cambridge, whatever? They've got all these titles of because they own all this land. That's where they're getting so much of their money from, land taxes and land rents and everything else. So I don't know how the royal family acquired these, but they're getting a lot. They own property in these areas, and that's where a lot of the money, well, at least some of the money, is coming from. But the thing with me with the royals, and once again, folks, I fully accept that this is just my views, and you don't have to agree with me. But the thing which I don't like about the whole royalty thing, generally speaking, unless you've got like a decent king or a queen that helps the people, but there's such privilege, there's such I just believe that people are people and we're all equal, you know, we're all equal, we're all people, and I'm not better than anybody else because I'm white or I'm male or I'm whatever. We are all equal. And that's the thing that irks me the most about royalty is that we raise these people up. But you know what? They fart like the rest of us. They poo like the rest of us. They eat food like do you know what I mean? Like there's nothing like I don't know, does the royal fart smell like roses? There's a ooh, a smell of roses just wafted out of my ass. Ooh, God. Anyway. So that's in a nutshell my thing about royalty. But like once again, as I said, my grandmother was English. Mind you, she jumped on a boat and got on a boat to Melbourne in the 1920s or something. She had a big fight with my great grandmother, and she said, "You know what? Bye, Felicia." I'm out of here. So she jumped on a boat on her own. Lord, 5 weeks, and she met this guy who was in the she met one of the engineers on the boat who ended up becoming my grandfather. So incredible story. I think sometimes that's where I get my independence from. I get it from my grandma. My grandma was 100 years old when she died. So hi, grandma. Rest in peace. All right. Oh, by the way, grandma, I'm a tarot reader now. I hope you approve. Okay, Andrew and Fergie. I just want to do a quick one. What's going to happen? Okay, so apparently Andrew. Um, okay, let me just get back into this focus, Alan. So, um, so as you know, as you probably are aware or might not be aware, Andrew's been like stripped of all his royal titles, and he's just known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor or AMW, another mother, but not say that. AMW. So King Charles was he was in a cathedral visit in London the other week or last week, and he was heckled. So Andrew's been told to get out of Royal Lodge. Now in Virginia Giffrey's book, I'm sorry if I've spelled that wrong, called Nobody's Girl, which I think came out last week. She described him allegedly YouTube as entitled as if he believed having sex with me was his birthright. That's what she said. Um, and then there was that whole thing where Andrew AMW, I'm just going to call him AMW, where AMW had that BBC interview and he said, he flew to New York to break off his friendship with Epstein. I don't know. I haven't broken off a friendship with anybody for quite some time unless they're really toxic, but I kind of haven't sort of said, oh, by the way, hi, I'm Alan. I just want you to know that I'm going to break off a friendship with you. Can I stay for a couple of days and we can talk about it? I've just sent like emails or I had a phone call to, hey, listen. love you to bits, but this is not working. And I think that we're just better off apart. And I'll send you off with all the love in the world and thank you for the great memories. But I think we just need to move on now. And I think that, it's better for both of us. Take care and be good and take care. And I wish you all the success. Not, oh, hi, can I can I come into your spare room and, you know, all that kind of stuff? But I want to break off with you, but I just want to, eat your crumpets in the morning. Okay. So he flew to New York. So AMW flew to New York to break off his friendship with Epstein. And then there was like leaked emails, which was 3 months after that, that proved that Andrew AMW, that AMW was still having contact with Mr. Epstein. So I call BS on that whole thing with AMW. And while I'm there, and I'm just going to touch on this really briefly, taking away, just taking away the whole rights and privilege that someone might feel or did feel in his position, right? Taking all that away, the thing that the thing that creeps me out the most about all this stuff with Epstein on a cellular level is I do not understand, and I will never understand why someone feels that they have the right to impose any of their stuff on anybody else, especially a young person that's not of age. I just find that really sick and I find that really disgusting. But taking that away, for someone to feel that they have the right to treat someone like that, is it their birthright? That's the bit that sticks in my throat on that basic human cellular level. That's a thing that I can't stand. That's a thing that, yeah, it sticks in my throat. Anyway, just a quickie, Spirit. Let's have a look at Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Just a quick Spirit. I'm just going to pull a few cards. It's like sometimes you feel like you have to apologize to Spirit because you're just reading on all this rubbish. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, really sorry to, you know, interrupt your nice day, Spirit, but I just want to know about some crap going on. Okay, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. What's happening with you? Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. What's going to happen to you now? Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Okay, come on down, guys. Nine of Cups, Two of Wands. Uh, really? Really? Okay. Really? Oh, God. No. Really? I hate this. I think he's going to be all right. I think he's going to still be not lacking for anything when he moves into this other place. There might be there might be some government inquiry going into this. There might be some plans to take some action against Prince Andrew. Sorry, not Prince Andrew. There might be some action or some planning by the government to plan some action against Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. But I think he's still going to have a good lifestyle, but just on a reduced level, unfortunately. But, there's going to be a lot of argy-bargies, we say in Australia. People are not going to be happy about this. And I do think maybe even in the government ranks, when this comes out on the watch, there's going to be a lot of infighting, a lot of how do we let this happen? Um, and then things are just going to move forward ahead. with the chariot. I think it's going to be okay. I don't see anything like prison for him coming up. I just think they're just going to say, well, hey, listen, bye bye. We're going to give you a bit of an allowance, and you can live quietly on your two-story mansion as opposed to your 35 room mansion or whatever you're in now. He's still going to be comfortable. Um, let's see, will he go away? Quickly, will he go away? Will Andrew Mountbatten Windsor go away? Will Andrew go away? Like, just be quiet. Will Andrew go away? Will Andrew go away? Oops, I'll keep shuffling. I was going to stop then. I'll go one more. Will Andrew go away? Will Andrew go away? All right, come on down, guys. Oh my God. All right. Okay. All right. Chariot. Yeah. Okay. I just no. It's funny. The chariot came up again, and I now understand what this is about. He just wants to get the hell away from this situation. It's like that. It's just he just wants to get away from it. He's going to totally get on his high horse about this, ranting and raving and blah blah blah. He's just wait for it, guys. They'll be, you did this and I'm entitled, you know. Don't you know who I am? I'm AMW. Sounds very Monty Python. I'm AMW. Don't you? Don't you? So yeah, he's going to get on his high horse. Yeah, but he's going to be on the defensive with this for the rest of his time. He's really going to be feel the burden of this. Really going to feel the burden to this. Yes, he's going to be very quiet. We're not going to hear much from him in the future after the little ranting and raving that we're probably going to get now, or there'll be stuff in the news or whatever. And then he's just going to think, you know what? I just need to get the hell out of here. Just escape while I'm ahead. Yeah, but there's going to be a bit of this. At least he's going to go away. He's going to be quiet, quiet in his little two-story mansion or wherever he ends up. But he's going to be feeling this. All right, folks, that's all I've got for today. That's a bit of a long reading. I'll try and come back in a couple of days. I'd like to do a reading for the collective, but I'm actually getting a bit tired now. So I'm going to go to bed, just process this through. I hope that resonates, people. And thank you so much once again for all the kindness and all the likes and subscriptions. Does mean a lot to me. It's been good to do some cards. I think there's a full moon coming up on the 6th of November. So happy full moon, everybody. And maybe if I get around to, I'll do a reading. I really love this oracle. Take care, guys. God bless. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay warm. It's warm in Australia now. We're coming into summer. Just stay together, guys, and just remember, we're better off together than apart in all this cray cray. Form your alliances. Don't go through this alone. Hang with us, and I'd love to hear what any comments that people have about any of this stuff I've been reading on. Take care, guys, and thank you so much. And I'll be back soon. Okay, good night, and it's good night from me. Bye. And he's gone.